This video we are going to see second lesson, that is inheritance in C Sharp. So we are going to perform two questions, that is banking applications, and second one is to produce a sales bill invoice. So first one is banking application. We'll start from main function here, and we have a class called bank account. There is a parent class, and banking is a child class. That inherits the properties from the account class. Here is the main class. Just a minute, and the runs here. This one is the main class, and here we have the main function below. This is the operations provided for the user. The user can create an account, deposit, withdraw, balance inquiry, change his name, and the last one is to exit from the loop. So here we have an infinite loop, which is always true since top is set to 1 previously, and if the based on the user choice, we are performing the operations. The first one, if the user wants to create an account, we'll take his name and we automatically allocate an account number for him. So once the user enters his name, we are passing the name to the constructor of the account class, so which is present over here. Here we will be assigning the name to the user, and we'll be setting this empty string variable, which is static. That means once it holds a value and it returns the values. And here we have the balance equals 0, initial balance, and account number. We have the first account number. Since it is a static variable, so it will not be incremented to 1 each time, so it will start from its previous value. That's the concept of the static variable. And once you increment this account number, so that will be the account number for that user, and that is the account creation. And if you have to deposit, first we'll check the account number. If the account number matches with the account number that was previously set to the user, then we'll print a welcome message and read the amount which the user want to deposit. And we're creating an object for the banking class, which is a child class of the account class, and using the create method, we have a method called create in that class, and we are passing the amount to be created to that account. So we'll see the create method here. So if we are incrementing the balance by the amount which the user wants to deposit, and after that we are printing a message called your current balance is the balance whatever present in the account. And the next functionality is to withdraw. So the same thing will be performing there. We will be checking the account number of the user. If the user is valid, then we'll call the withdraw method, that is debit method, which is available in the banking class, and passing the amount to be withdrawn. And once this method is called debit, we will check if the amount is less than or equals to balance. If it is true, only then we will be decrementing the balance, and after that we will be printing the current balance, available balance in the account as a display message. And if the or else we will print insufficient funds. If the amount is less than the balance that is already present in the account, then we will print insufficient funds message. And after that we have another functionality to balance inquiry and change. Balance inquiry is nothing but calling the display method that just prints the available balance, and change name method is to change the name of the user. Like first we'll be asking the user to enter his account number. Based on his account number, we'll call the will provide the user to change his functionality to change his name, and we'll read the new name from the user, this new name, and pass that new name to the change name function. So we'll access the class level variable, that is name, using the class name since it's a static variable, and directly assign the value new name to that name. And after that we'll print a message called name changed to account dot name successfully. So now we'll run this code and check for the output. Create account and enter your name. For example, account created successfully, account number is 1, enter your choice. For example, if I have to deposit, first thing I'll have to enter my account number 1, only then I'll be able to deposit. Amount to be deposited is 100, for example, and current balance is 100. If I have to withdraw some 50, first thing I'll have to enter account number. If I enter account number 2, then it will show invalid user. Only if I give a valid account number, then run it again. And if I have to withdraw, I'll give my account number as 1, and since I don't have any funds in my account, I'll be given a message insufficient funds. So if I want to check balance, that is available balance is 0, I have to change my name. Account number is 1, new name to ABC, and name change to ABC successfully. So if I press 6, this will be terminated. Now coming to the second question, that is to provide a sales bill invoice to the user. So first thing will be, we start from the main function here. So we are providing the functionality to enter the name of the customer, and here we have price and product names arrays. So this array will store the prices of each product, and this product name array will store the products of each item in this array, and the corresponding price will be stored in this corresponding array. And after that, when the user enters the name, we are passing the name, price and product name arrays, these empty arrays, to the constructor, so that here is the constructor of the bill class, and the consumer name will be initialized here. This is the so here we have a class level variables called price and product name, those two arrays, and we are actually assigning those values to the instance variables. And we are providing the user with functionalities like product details, entering the product details, total cost of the products he has and in the array, and after that the bill statement. And if the user presses 1, then it means if the user has to enter the product name and the product price. So we'll pass those parameters to the method like add product, which is defined in the class bill, and S is the object for the class. And once those arguments are passed, so we are taking the values in product name, and PR is for the price, and adding that into the array. P name and P price are both of these are arrays, and product price len is nothing but the index which are set to 0 initially. So once you add into these arrays, we are incrementing the index by 1, and both indices by 1. So that is nothing but the add product. Now coming to total cost, we'll be having the product names in this product P name array, and price array consists the corresponding prices for that names, right, product, right. So we'll iterate across the prices length using price dot loop and until price dot length, and we'll add the price of each product to TOT variable, which is set to 0 initially. So in that way we'll be calculating the price of the product, and that's it. And after that we have a method called details, which will be using which we'll be printing the products that are stored in the product name array and the price array using the console write statement. If the price of the item is not equals to 0, then by default the array contains 0 values, right. So if the array has some price, then we'll print that corresponding price and the product name as well. So now in this switch case, if else ladder, we have called the functions accordingly based on the user input. Fine. So here is the function for the total cost, and here the function call for the details. If the user presses 3, then he'll be generated a bill, or else for any other input, if f is set to 1, so this infinite loop will be terminated. So we will have run this, and we'll be checking. Enter the customer name, for example, customer name is Ken. Product details, enter product details, for example 1. I'll be entering milk. Product details, product price, for example 100. Okay, enter product details, another product details, enter product name, cheese, product price 122, for example. And if I press total cost 122, since I have entered 00 for milk, and that is 122, and if I press 3, we'll be having a bill statement like product price, and since the price of the milk is 0, it's not displayed here, and that's it. If I press 4, this flow will be terminated. So this is how we'll be implementing inheritance concept in C#. Thanks for watching.